push buttons and stuff.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, too late. Too late. We're live.
We're live. Whoa, whoa. I mean, hello.
Yes, we are live back again with the Fanboys and Retro Review. We are joined by the famous Mindshift, aka Comics on the Mind.
What is that?
How are you, sir?
Like I was talking about behind backstage. Like I'm like one more week, and I am on winter break. So I love my students, but I am. This teaching virtually has been very emotionally draining. I will say that at least. But besides that,
I bet.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but horror stories about that.
I have too, and I'm living it right now. But there's schools that are doing it right, and there's school districts that are still struggling through it. And my school district is definitely chugging its the slow train. So. Baby steps and slowly but surely. I know there are teachers that I work with that are definitely have like a really great system. So it's just like a learning experience. That's all it's been.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, I can't imagine being a teacher under normal circumstances, let alone trying to have to figure out this whole COVID-19 thing and making sure that everyone's getting the education they need. Because as a grown adult working from home, it's hard for me to stay focused and do work and not just get off on some kind of tangent looking at get lost on YouTube.
Because you're literally working in like for me anyway, like my workspace, this is my workspace. I'll sometimes take my laptop outside to kind of get a change of scenery, but like this is usually my battle station area where I teach, except I don't have Ben Grimm flipping the kids the bird.
I was just about to say, man, I bet the kids love you.
I just leave Yoshi there, and that's good enough. But Ben Grimm comes out when I stream.
Yeah.
He forgets on Monday, and all the kids.
Yeah. He's a little grumpy, but he's good company.
Oh, that's funny. But here we go. Found him. I think
we got the KFC chat again.
He's in the tunnel. But let me shout out the chat real quick before we get too far in here. So Magic Lasso, what is going on? Travis, what is up, buddy? Thanks for swinging in. Copy 801, a pleasure. Look at here. We got Rob the Worst hanging out in chat. For anyone who doesn't know, Comics on the Mind and Not Near Mint do the Not Near Mint on Wednesdays. Definitely worth a check out. If you haven't subscribed to either one of them, you are definitely missing out, especially their Wednesday shows. Probably one of the better Wednesday shows on YouTube, in my opinion. Well, maybe I'm biased because I've been on there a couple times. Let's see. Super Rust 9000. Another cool bro. I collect a lot. We got Squatch. We got Gabriel Cruz. He's an awesome guy. Definitely undervalued in the YouTube community as well. So is Dan the Man Piercy.
Oh yeah, I love Dan. Dan is awesome.
Everybody does. Everybody loves Dan.
Every video cracks me up.
Confrontational. Yeah, he's a really funny guy. Really funny guy.
Great taste
a few times.
Yeah. Did I shout out Meta? I think I did, but if I didn't, welcome again.
What up, Meta?
I think that's it. I just want to make a programming note. If you are in the chat, speak up. We got Comic Books NYC and Choo Choo. If I miss anybody,
we got Squatchy.
Yeah. Trying to add them to the big wheel we got going on here for the big drawing. So I'm putting them on the wheel so we can spin that wheel later on tonight. I think Flash said he was also going to be adding to our prize wheel.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So like I said, one person's taking the whole prize, but if Flashpoint has a different prize, he can give it to the same person or he can respin. So
I don't have any books to give out. So does that enter me into the contest?
Let me see. Well, you were. Now I'm going to take you out of here.
Can you imagine the fanboys are doing a contest, comic who wins? What the heck?
That's rigged.
Hashtag rigged. I knew it.
Definitely sub up Comic Books NYC. He's at 955 subs.
What up, Copy?
Wow.
Pushing him.
Him and Biggie Shack. We got to get those two are both so close. Let's get them there by the end of the year.
Sub both of them up if you haven't already.
I might have to get on my other account and sub them up.
I would add.
While we're on the topic,
KFC.
I need 5.
Really?
You need 5 to break what? 2,000.
5. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Jeez.
Sub him up. We got to do something special for 2,000, man. You can't just let that number go unnoticed.
I know. Well, okay. Well, I guess you kind of ruined the surprise here, Tony. But for 2,000, we're lightening up the retro review. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah, right.
You got to make some room.
We got Jaguar. He'll be on the next episode next year.
What up, Jaguar?
Warlord. Man, they're all piling it now.
It's like, come on in.
Yeah,
we got
that's my gift to you for
lineup.
2,000 subs. You know, I'm gonna gracefully bow out. Let's see. I want to make sure I got everybody, but yeah, man. Cool, awesome. Yeah, I got an all-star lineup. So who's got what for news? I know Comics on the Mind, he kind of does both DC and Marvel, correct?
I do.
And I know
I just started getting into, I'm more of a Marvel fan, but I've been getting more into DC.
Sure. Well, now's a really bad time to get into DC.
Ooh.
Hey, it's never a bad time to get into old DC.
To get into good DC, right? It is never a bad time. But if you're into all the big modern books and new stuff, now's a pretty bad time.
Some good books. The only thing I got is new books, and some good stuff came out this week.
Yeah, I've been enjoying Deceased and whatnot. I did start reading a book that's not DC, and I've kind of been digging it. It's Crossover. I got the issue 2 Virgin variant. That's kind of cool.
I just read issue number 1.
Yeah, I did get number 1. And my comic book shop, I don't know if you guys saw the issue 3.
No, I haven't.
Tim's like fuming right now.
No, I was just thinking that issue 1 I see everywhere.
Yeah, issue 1 is everywhere. But issue 3, my LCS owner kind of spoiled it for me. I guess they talked to some little girl and they asked, where'd you come from or who saved you? And this little girl draws a Superman logo on a piece of paper.
Wow.
She said, the guy said, show me a picture of who saved you or draw it. And she drew a Superman logo.
This is in Crossover?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it's crazy. I don't think they can do actual Superman. That I don't think they can do. But they are like right on the line of doing as close as you can get without getting sued.
Yeah.
It was a diamond with an S in it. What do you think it is?
So Crossover is going to have
Super Guy.
Yeah,
Super Guy.
Having a crossover. Super Guy.
Very cool.
Yeah. Or was it? I copied one. Maybe he's trying to correct me. He said that's issue 1. That was in issue 1. Okay, maybe it was issue 1. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she did draw like the little guy standing like that. I didn't realize it was. I figured it was like some kind of like Superman-esque kind of character.
Oh, there you go. We got an exclusive for Crossover, and yes, they can do Superman. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. This is one of the very few DC books I've ever picked up, or non-DC books I've ever picked up. So I'm trying to play catch up here, but
nice.
Pick this Virgin variant up for cover price, so that's pretty cool. We do normally do news. Who's got what for news? DC news. I mean, there's a lot that dropped for DC, a ton.
The only thing I saw was the photos released from the Superman and Lois.
Yeah, those were okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to dig into there, but it was pretty cool.
Yes.
Is that gonna what is that? Was that gonna be on like a streaming session?
CW. The CW.
Oh, okay. The CW show. Gotcha.
Or I know we're all dying to get into the real news here. Cage Watch 2020.
Oh yeah,
it's happening.
It is happening.
That's crazy.
Cage Watch. Nicolas Cage as Superman.
No way. No way.
In the Flash movie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no.
Yes.
That is gonna be. I've seen the pictures everywhere, and that's just it makes me laugh. But that is hilarious.
Did you also see that Harley Quinn is joining a new team? She's going to be joining the Legion of Karens.
No.
No way. No way.
In a world without any superheroes, Harley joins the Legion of Karens. She recoils in horror at the sight of her power-suited doppelganger singing Lizzo lyrics and clutching a pumpkin spice latte. Tony, I think this sounds right up your alley, man. I gotta say.
Sounds like a fun read.
Yeah.
I can't. Words can't express how bad I want to say no. Like, no is the PG-13 rating, I give it, but off air, I'll let you know how I really feel about it. Keep in mind, there's already an R-rated Instagram video, about how I really feel about Harley Quinn. So
dark web and look for that.
This is a pro Harley Quinn show, Tony.
It is not a pro Harley Quinn show. It was not on my contract.
Did you watch the animation, like the animated series?
No, but I did see Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Not in theaters.
I didn't see that.
I saw it on HBO Max because I wasn't paying for that movie.
Ooh,
poor Mike is here. I got to add him to the list.
Oh, what up, poor Mike? What's up, dude?
Hey, Mike.
Speaking of other DC news, DC keeps giving us more and more stuff for HBO Max. The actress who played Black Canary in the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie is getting a standalone HBO Max series.
I can see that. I can see that.
Great cast, great character. I'm very excited.
Yeah. I could see that being good.
Yes.
Wasn't there a bunch of hype this week because HBO announced like 10 DC movies and 10 Star Wars shows?
Yeah, movie-wise, it's everywhere. You can see that.
Oh, wait. That's the other guys. Never mind.
Those other guys, whatever their name is.
Yes, that's true.
It's like every time I click into Instagram, like every third post is that lineup of Marvel movies. It was like such a great time to be a DC fan. Yeah.
It sounds like, so let's keep on track with news here.
You guys have the Snyder Cut.
We got the Snyder Cut, yeah.
Snyder Cut's going to be legit. I'm very excited.
I'll see.
It sounds like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, speaking of Harley Quinn, is also making a small cameo in the Flash movie. No joke. Not a joke.
Have they figured out who's going to play the Flash in that movie, or they're just not going to have that character?
At this point, I'm waiting for Warner Brothers to call all of us and put us all on the Flash movie somehow.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Show this stream right here. Yeah. It's our cameo, our first cameo.
Yeah.
Lots of crazy DC news.
Travis M says, "Foo, if you don't get Teen Titans Future State, he's going to be disappointed in me. What is that about? I'll get Teen Titans."
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the Suicide Squad. That'll be fun.
Yeah, honestly, the first 2 months, it doesn't matter like how excited or not excited I am. I'll probably get all the number ones, right? Give it a chance.
I want to check out the Amazonian Wonder Woman. That one seems fun.
Yeah.
Smart move, Mr. Mike. Smart move. Yeah, especially if she wants to get something awesome like HBO Max.
I'm not going to argue.
Right? Did we talk? Yeah, DC said that we're going to put all the movies from 2021 on HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a big deal.
That's been probably the biggest news. Yeah, like everyone, the Directors Guild, actors, all types of people. And it's, in the climate we're in right now, if they came out and said the opposite, we're going into theaters right now, they catch as much heat. Like it's lose-lose no matter what you say. So why even make an announcement?
Well, have you seen a bigger? Yeah, have you seen like a bigger kind of like disruption type move than this? I mean, I understand it was sparked by COVID, but we kind of saw it coming anyway, right? I mean, it just would have taken longer to get there. I think they're panicked because I think they know that it's not just COVID. It was a good idea, probably just moving forward in the long run.
Yeah.
And then AMC come out and they're like, we're going to be bankrupt by the middle of January. And
like, I mean, like, you gotta evolve. You gotta see what's going on. People aren't going to the movies as much anymore. I enjoy it, but if you go to the movies, you see the numbers are clearly down from where they were, saying like in the 90s, right?
Well, some theaters, especially in our area, you can still go to the movies, but it's at 20% capacity. So they're limiting themselves right out of the gate.
They gotta be getting like drive-throughs going again.
I was gonna say
that they can make some money.
That'd be
fun. We have a drive-through out here that's pretty popular.
That'd be
have
fun.
like 20% capacity in theater and then do drive-ins. I mean, that ain't going to be as good as it used to be, but it might keep you afloat.
Yeah.
But what are they going to do with all of those huge buildings? You know, I mean, what do you use a theater for?
Storage.
I don't know. You can say the same thing about malls.
Turn them into like a homeless shelter. You know.
There you go.
Give people homes.
And just play Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey on repeat, and that will really encourage them to get things together. So that they
speaking of that,
I can't take this anymore.
I just read if things stay the way they are, Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey will be the most successful superhero movie of 2020. Think about that.
That's superpower.
Think about that. Yeah, that's a legit article I read. That's the truth.
No way.
Like the only thing that can knock it off is if Wonder Woman gets really good theater numbers somehow.
I forgot to add Barbarian. What's up, man?
What's going to be really funny is if Wonder Woman does get better numbers, having it still go to HBO.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Honestly, like it shouldn't be hard to, even if you only got a week, it shouldn't be hard to beat Harley.
No.
Like, come on.
It sounds like it's possible that the Suicide Squad could be getting a live action HBO Max series as well. So good news for me.
Like same cast or different actors?
I would imagine they would probably keep, the Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She's awesome. She absolutely owns that role, and I'm very happy she's coming back for a sequel.
We got to think about like how much of the stuff that isn't being made might still happen when they just ticked off all the actors and directors. That's something to keep in mind too.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't they pay some of the actors and actresses to actually come out in favor of this? Like they had to pay them?
Yeah.
Listen, you pay me $10
when the movie comes out in theater, they get like a royalty depending on how much it makes. So they said to Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins, they paid them $10 million because it's not going to theaters and told them they had to be positive about it going to HBO Max.
It's a good thing. Those people who are complaining movies need to go in theaters, need to relax. This is a weird time. It's not like we're not going to theaters because we don't want to go. We can't. I want to see these movies. And I wish I could go. But that's my spiel. Flicks and Comics.
With the vaccine rolling out, who knows what it looked like by the time the weather gets warm again.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting another year after everything's clear.
Yeah.
Still waiting a year. I'm like, I'll wait. I'll wait until it's like maybe 10% down or lower.
You're gonna let that beard grow another half.
I'm gonna come down. My beard's gonna be gray. And it's like it's time to watch movies.
You're gonna be Kirk the Gray by the end of it.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. But I think that's enough.
Go back to watch. I think you're a little late, buddy.
What was that? What's that movie pass thing you would get?
Yeah.
For $9.99, you got all the movies you could watch. I don't know how they were ever making money on that. I mean, they're not doing it anymore, but like, I remember when it came out. Like, how's that financially possible for them? $10 a month, all the movies you could watch.
Yeah, there's like movies
buying a whole lot of popcorn.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's keep things rolling here. That's enough for DC news, or at least the ones that I cared enough to talk about. In a nutshell, it's a dumpster file at the comic book side of things. Yeah. So the theme here today was we decided to review a book that we received as a gift. You know, because it's the holidays and the season of giving.
Can we hit up new books before we?
Sure. Yeah.
Do the
Let's hit up
review?
some new books. Yeah. Let's hit up.
I
some
mean,
new
it
books.
won't take long. I just
No,
want to shout
Right.
out. I was a huge fan of the first two series of Batman Black and White.
Yes.
This actually started as a backup in the Gotham Knights series. This was good. I recommend it. Hopefully DC sticks around long enough to get all 6 issues out. I really enjoyed it. I mean, there's a Capullo cover.
I was gonna say, the cape. I was gonna say it looks kind of Spawn like.
Let me show you guys something. I was a huge fan of Batwoman Volume One and the series that was in Detective. This has some art from J.H. Williams 3, the same guy that did that famous Batwoman art. Just a little taste.
So beautiful.
Good.
In my opinion, one of the stories was a clunker, but all together, because you get 4 stories with different artists, different writers. That's sort of how the Black and White works, like 8-page stories. Fantastic. This came out as well.
Was killing it.
Yeah,
this was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, I need to get that.
And then this, The Dark Knight. This was a good one.
Best stories of the DC multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It really kind of tied into family, friendship, and some future possibilities. Technically, okay.
No, I was saying I heard it was a really good like Teen Titans like story.
Yeah, it sort of centers on the Teen Titans, but you get like a Green Arrow story, you get like a Bat Family kind of story. It's like them all sitting around the night before the last battle. So, and I know people probably heard about this part. Dick Grayson and Barbara are talking, because they've always had unresolved relationship issues.
Yeah.
And Dick's like, well, would you marry me? And Batman's like, you guys need to focus. And I pronounce you married for the night, and walks off. So that, like their last night, assuming, they all assume they're going to die the next day, the last battle with Batman Who Laughs and everything.
Yeah.
So technically, they get married for a night at the end, which for me as a fan of those two characters, I really enjoyed that moment. It was
but
really
I thought you said he was with Starfire. They've got that new kid, right?
He's always had an on and off relationship with Barbara. During the new Teen Titan days, he was in a relationship with Starfire.
Okay, but it is his kid, right?
No. No.
Whose kid is it?
I assume it's either the Penguins or Hal Jordan.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Sorry. Yeah, the chat's going nuts here. Chiming in. Sorry, I haven't been ignoring you guys, but trying to keep up with the chat, putting everybody on the wheel here for the big drawing tonight. But yeah, any other new books you want to talk about? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I didn't get it. My shop didn't get it, and I believe it's because of spec. A one shot, the Merry Multiverse, came out this week, and I see it's already going for like 25 to 50, depending on the seller on eBay. Because it's the first Kid Quick, the Future State Flash.
Dang.
That's the only reason I can assume it wasn't at the shop, because anytime there's a spec book, it's gone.
Flashpoint probably bought them all.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it don't matter. It'll be in the good week next year anyway.
with all the trouble DC's going through, it's good to get some good books here at the end.
Yeah. Anybody else got any new books they want to show off?
I still need to get to my LCS.
Yeah.
I picked up a couple books today. My LCS didn't have this, but I was so glad to actually pick it up.
Hellblazer.
It's been so good.
Yeah. Wow. I'm almost done with it, but it was great. What I read was great. I'm also reading where is it at? I'm also reading. I just finished 11, but here's issue since we're on a DC hype right now. Hellblazer, the Sandman universe.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a great story. I just finished number 11, and
what issue is that? Was that
was
11?
12.
You said?
That's the
That was
last
12.
issue. That's 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just picked that up. Why did I pick that up? I picked that up last week, but it was a great read. And then, of course, I got issue number 2.
Yeah.
That's like a variant of it. I just love this variant.
You know, I'm glad that they chose Constantine to get a DC Black Label because
I agree.
He does great when they kind of let him do his own thing.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
The Spectre needs a good Black Label too.
Yeah.
He just rips people in half because
I'm reading like Spectre that ain't Black Label and it feels Black Label.
Yeah, he's
doing insane stuff.
Good. What's up, Mars?
I think Mars. What's up? I think Blue Beetle and Booster Gold need like a comedy kind of like Black Label series. I think that would
heck yeah. That would be awesome.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So moving on to the review here. Who wants to go first? I can go first.
I don't care where I go.
Dave, you go first. You always got something good. So let's start at the top and work our way down.
Let's rotate around.
All right. Well, I might surprise you then because I picked something a little bit more just normal. So it's something I haven't read before. You said pick a book that was gifted to us. And so I decided to go with a book I got from somebody on this show here.
Oh.
Got me a Batman Beyond number 4. And this is the 75-year Green Lantern variant cover.
Oh, wow.
And Tim sent me this along with number 5.
Is that volume? What volume is that? 2?
It's 2015, I think.
I think that's the one where Tim's Batman, right? It's like right after. It's sort of a continuation of what happens after Future's End.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's really funny is I have that entire run autographed by Dan Jurgens.
Do you? Yeah, I was thinking of you, Tony, because Jurgens did write this.
I've got every one of them signed. He's a cool bro. Awesome. Signed my entire run for me.
So this was my my first Batman Beyond ever reading. Really didn't know too much about it. I had heard about Terry McGinnis, and very quickly you go through this story, and they're having this discussion about how he's not Terry, and I'm like, what? And they're like,
probably the weirdest first Batman Beyond for you to read.
Really?
Yeah, not the best starting point, but.
It dropped me right in, but they're like, you're not Terry, and Terry's dead, and then they start calling him Drake, and I'm like, I bet you that's Tim.
Yeah.
So I guess Tim Drake has taken over as Batman in the Batman Beyond universe now, or future universe, and it looks like I think that's OMAC is having some kind of like major attack on Gotham City. And essentially, much of this episode really is just this attack of these weird kind of they're like spider-like cyborg creatures that are also kind of Jokerized. It's really kind of weird, and they're all over the city. The city's like been turned to rubble, and you've got Batman Beyond just going around fighting these guys. And then also, or things I should say, and I think he's the Atom because he grows real big, but he keeps making a point of saying that he is not Palmer. So I'm not sure who the character was that was playing the Atom, but yeah,
it's like a weird alternate timeline. Like it's just sort of future state and this Batman Beyond, but they don't connect to anything else. You know what I mean? Like any other Batman Beyond series is like the same universe.
Like an elsewhere kind of thing, or
kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, and throughout all of it, they keep getting these like messages in the computer heads, right? Like, and somebody's talking to them, and that's how you know it's OMAC. For those that aren't familiar, OMAC is like this I guess it'd be similar to Ultron in Marvel, right? I think it was Bruce Wayne's creation. Just kind of like rope.
Yeah, satellite, right?
Yeah. And it's just like this artificial intelligence gone wrong, right? So
yeah, I heard it was a really good story.
Yeah, and it like I really enjoyed the missions in the DCUO video game. You could there was a whole bunch of OMAC missions.
Oh wow.
A lot of grinding I did back then.
Yeah, right.
Flashback.
Yeah. So again, I mean, there's really not too much story to tell here. It's just them kind of talking back and forth as they're just beating up these weird spider-like cyborg Joker things that are being run by OMAC. And then at the end, you do see OMAC does have this body. Again, like I said, it's very Ultron-like. And it appears then that there is somebody that actually does look to be a weird version of Cyborg himself, like the Justice League Teen Titans Cyborg. And with that, as this new version of the Atom, this new version of Batman, and this new version of kind of like Oracle are fighting all of these things. I don't know where it comes about from, but then one of them starts shooting these like red beams out of his eyes. Sure. And that's when you realize it's like this weird cyborg version of Superman, but it's not cyborg Superman. And there's
OMAC in the future state. OMAC takes over heroes and integrates them, so that if it's Superman, that really is like dead Superman that got took over.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's done it to like Cyborg. He's done it to Wonder Woman. So yeah, he's converted all these heroes, and Barbara takes him back to the Batcave, Tim, and because his suit has all been ripped up now, and he's like, all right, I guess I need Batman Beyond like 2.0 suit. That's why we're here, right? To get me a new suit. And she's like, yeah, that's 5.0 that you just ripped up. She's like, and he's like, oh, okay. So she takes him into this vault, and she's like, all I got left is the original 1.0. And at that point, it's the it's the armored Batman suit that Commissioner Gordon Jim Gordon wore.
The rookie suit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he actually, it's like going back in time. He gets to go in the suit, and then it becomes like it modified slightly to kind of look like Batman Beyond's outfit with the red bat symbol and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And again, so that was this first book. I kind of skimmed through the number 5 here. I didn't have quite enough time, but that's, like I said, where all these other heroes are coming in their like cyborg version. So it was pretty neat. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good story. It's just, if it's your first Batman Beyond, it's the worst one to start with.
Yeah. So and I was actually looking. I found the video. March 27th is when I opened this.
Oh, wow.
That was from earlier this year, Tim. Thank you.
No problem.
Cool, man. Did mine get lost in the mail?
Yeah, I need to put one together for you.
No, that's okay. This is messing with you. Let's see.
I can send you the link to my video if you just want to.
Thank you. Good looking out, man. Appreciate it.
That's hilarious.
I guess I'm gonna, if it's okay, I'm gonna jump in here and knock mine out real quick because it's super simple.
Yeah, go ahead.
But mine deserves an explanation. I am breaking a retro review rule.
It's not a
DC book. It's not a Marvel book either. It's not a Marvel book. It's an independent. Well, I guess technically now it's a Marvel book. I got to get my screen here. But
I already know where you're talking about.
It holds a special place. It holds a special place in my heart because I remember watching this movie with my dad. It's really bloody and violent. And I was in 3rd grade, and he looked at me. He's like, "I don't know if you should be watching this." And that was it. That was the end of the conversation. We kept watching it. He just said, "I don't know if this is a movie you should be watching," and we just kept watching it.
If we learn one thing on this show, it's Tony.
Predator number 1. Yeah. It's Predator number 1.
It's like a 2.0. He's got the glare there to hide.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the glare's bad. It is actually an 8.5. Wouldn't that be cool? That's actually pretty cool for a grade reveal. You know, I could just kind of like, what grade did I get? But yeah, if you've seen Predator 2, the one with Danny Glover in it when they're in Los Angeles, then you've seen then you've read the original Predator comic. It's the same thing. But the big difference is instead of Danny Glover, the main character is supposed to be Dutch's brother. So the brother of Arnold Schwarzenegger's character. And he's a big-time hotshot cop in Los Angeles.
What came out first, do you know? The movie or the comic?
The movie, then the comic. And then they based Predator 2 off the comic, which was inspired from Predator 1. It's very confusing when you think about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the comic came out before Predator 2, though?
Yeah. Predator movie, then Predator comic, then Predator 2. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
I have a second print, so that's how I know I cracked it to read it. No, it's still in its nice plastic, slab bag they give you from CBCS and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. So with Predator comes to town and he's drawn by war and conflict, and he's hunting these big bad guys to claim these big trophies. And just like in the movie, he kills a bunch of gang members and hot shots and local street gangs and big mafias. And for some reason, the only person who can take it down is Dutch's brother. Of all the people in the world, it has to be Dutch's brother, nobody else. But what's really cool is there's a lot of cool iconic scenes in here. Like you see his big staff in here. There's that scene where he kills that Jamaican gang leader, Big Willie or something. I think in the movie he's called him Big Willie. And at the end, Dutch comes out on top and the Predators fly away. He gets a kill. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It's really small. There's not a whole lot of story in here, but obviously they had to stretch out the movie to make or the comic, to make a movie. But this one's kind of awesome. I do have the first Alien, obviously the first Predator. I have the first Alien versus Predator. Man, I got them all. I'm looking at my wall here. I've got a lot of Alien and Predator.
But did they have the scene where they go busting through that old woman's bathroom wall?
I don't think so. But
you know what I'm talking about when they're busting through the
And then Danny Glover comes in behind her and he says, "I'm a cop." And the lady looks at him and then looks at the hole in the wall and says, "I don't think he gives a shit that you're a cop."
That's my favorite Predator movie, honestly.
Yeah. I like one of the best scenes in that movie is when the old lady, the Predator goes smashing through the wall and she grabs her broom. Like, "Come at me, bro. I got this broom."
Well, you think about it, like it was really the end of that movie that added so much to the universe that really helped propel it from there.
Yes.
Because having that ship with there was even other Predators on it, right?
Yep, different
we
types.
saw multiples. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That really kind of helped add to the lore of it.
Yeah. And where they toss the main character the pistol from like the 1700s, the story about that pistol alone is amazing. We could talk about that all day, just about that one story. It's so cool. And I wish we could talk about it now because I really want to, but another day maybe. But I chose Predator 2. I got this as a gift, so I absolutely had to slab it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, just because I'll never forget that memory of my dad looking at me and said, "I don't know if this is for kids." And then we continued to watch it. It was pretty cool. And then I remember telling my teacher about it the next day. I was like in 3rd grade or something. She's like, "You watched that? Like, why?"
Your parents let you watch it? my mom always let us watch scary movies. The only time she ever covered up was like when they showed boobs. That was it. Yeah. And we were still like trying to like, "Move your hand."
Move your hand.
The same thing. Like, you didn't see it.
Like, I know your eyes are open.
Comics a lot. I added you to the wheel there, bro. You're on the wheel for the giveaway.
What up, Ricky?
Kirk, you want to go next, man?
Sure. I also have a slab book. Go ahead, scoot up and show it. This is one of my favorite Silver Age series to collect. And sorry, it is a Marvel book, but Tales of Astonish.
That's okay.
It's issue number.
I just realized your thing was giving me the bird.
Yeah. He has like a nasty attitude, so
But Yoshi's cool.
Yeah, Yoshi's he's chilling. But this was A-okay to me from Hialeah Comic Bro. Shout out to Hialeah Comic Bro.
Awesome guy in the community.
Yeah, it's very awesome. One of the mini slab kings in the community. But he offered this to me. Obviously I can't read it, but I read it digitally, and it's a really good story. And this one pretty much there's two stories. There's a Neymar story and there's a Hulk story. The Neymar story, he's once again trying to decide if he's gonna like pretty much invade the land dwellers, aka the land, and like his little girl is like trying to convince him no, it's not their fault. There's this super villain called the Plunderer, which is a very one of those like those weird superheroes, and so he has to go find this Plunderer dude. And as he's going through the ocean, he's like running into all these like gigantamundo like sea monsters. So you see him fighting like all these big giant like underwater like prehistoric sea monsters, and he beats them up, and then he finds the Plunderer, and who has like this stereotypical secret ray that I don't forget what he's going to do with it, but he makes quick work of like the Plunderer. But the story that I really like is actually like the Hulk stories. Those are like my favorite. But the High Evolutionary is like experimenting on the Hulk, and try to like basically like evolve him like 10,000 years further, so he could be like some highly evolutionary like gamma radiated like Hulk basically. And these like animalistic like knights are like attacking that he obviously like experimented on, and now they're like rebelling against him. So he's fighting through, and like he starts to lose, and then he like puts himself in the machine and like becomes like he like ascends and becomes like this like light being, and then like they start attacking the Hulk or Bruce Banner, because like it's not the Hulk yet. Bruce Banner is basically being pinned down, and like the High Evolutionary is working on him. So then like they attack Bruce Banner, about to kill him, and he transforms into the Hulk and starts fighting them. It's a pretty good story. I definitely like further in this series. Eventually like Neymar and Hulk actually do meet, and they actually do fight. So it's like a really cool story. So like I said, shout out to Hialeah, bro. I appreciate this. This community is awesome. But this was a great story. If you haven't read any of the old Tales of Astonish, I definitely recommend it.
So is Neymar able to keep up with the Hulk?
Yeah, he's they battled it out.
All right.
They definitely were able to go toe to toe.
So what year was that book? Do you know?
What year?
I know now that you put it away.
No, it's right here. This is 67.
67. All right.
Yeah, 67. Wow. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's an old book, man.
Yeah, I love Silver Age. If it wasn't for all the modern day books that I have on my pull, I'd be getting more Silver Age books.
It's magic getting them, isn't it?
Yeah, I just picked up this one recently. Not to like. This is I love the Inhumans. This is like the origin of the Inhumans.
Yeah. Thor
146. Yeah, really cool cover. But I got it for the Inhuman story. Not for the Thor story.
Inhumans is something I don't know a lot about. I've always been interested in them, so maybe I have to give it a thumb through. But Tim,
they were on the TV show, right?
Yes.
I wasn't a fan of the TV show.
It sounds like even hardcore Marvel fans were not a fan of that.
Yeah, they did the Inhumans wrong.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they can reintroduce them. Because like even I don't know if any of you guys ever read the story Infinity. Like that's a really good story, and like I like how they like portrayed the Inhumans in there. When that was like the time when the Terrigen Mist was like going over the plant was released over the planet, and everybody was, that had DNA of like Inhumans were transforming into the pods, and that's how like what's her name, the girl from Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, she eventually like became like an Inhuman because she had like the Inhuman DNA.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Tim, you're on the clock, man. What do you got for us? Anything cool?
Yeah, I was thinking I got quite a few AOKs from the community this year. And I was trying to think of something maybe we hadn't reviewed on the show.
Look who it is.
This year. So I went with the book. What's up, Flash?
Oh God, it was terrible. The roads were terrible.
What do you get for living in Colorado?
Yeah.
No one out there? What's up?
Oh yeah, 6 inches.
Dang.
He had to get out to his LCS and pick up those first appearances of Kid Quick.
Yeah, exactly. I had to go pick up 100 of them. Exactly.
You just give a couple away.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had to go buy all those Naomis too because we all know it's the next Miles, just like food.
I know. I have like second print of issue 1, but that's it.
I have no print of issue 1.
I
am a fan of Naomi.
Yeah, I love the art. Same artist that does. I think that does Far Sector. Yeah, which is another. Actually, I picked up a Far Sector variant today. I'll show you guys somewhere in here.
Sorry, Tim. I know we're trying to read your book.
Sorry, go ahead, Tim. I apologize. Go ahead.
He'll find the book. You do your thing. I'm gonna blow you up. There you go.
I went with the book I got in an AOK from King of Comicdom.
I love the ad on the back.
Yeah. For a gun.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, I went with Commandi number 20.
Ooh.
And this is pretty cool. It's the part 2 of a 2-parter. And you jump right into the action. You're seeing Commandi and like this intelligent ape being arrested, and it was throwing me off because I thought Commandi was like the last human. That's like his whole, the whole title of the book. So he's telling the police, look at the splash page. You need to go after this guy over here. You see like an android man.
That is
with
really
his
great.
Yeah. So basically, him and this ape get took to jail, and they break out. Well, when they break out, they walk out and like everybody's standing still. Nobody's moving or doing anything. Like everyone's frozen in place. Like it's so cool reading it. As they're walking through the police station, they get to a courtroom here at the bottom. When they get there, everyone starts moving again. They're like automatically doing the trial of these guys. And they sentence them to death. Well, basically the rest of this book, the ape is fighting and attacking people, and Commandi's running. He runs and actually runs into the electric chair room, and they see the ape get dragged in, and they're about to kill him. Well, Commandi notices, like, because this ape is like the king or general of this army. He sees the army of them out there and yells for him, actually shoots a gun to get their attention. So they bust in. Well, then you start seeing like these police are robots, and like these gangsters show up. I guess they were fighting last issue. They're robots. Well, Commandi escapes down into the tunnels, and you see like a guy driving by with robot parts, and you're seeing these rooms filled with just like endless machinery. So long story short, this computer tells him to leave, and when he leaves, he's seeing like gift shops and stuff, and he walks outside, and as you can see, it's like a Chicago replica, fully automated land. And you can see the world's still destroyed. He's still the last person, and he's like super sad because he thought he had found more people.
Dang.
And this is Jack Kirby, and I was really impressed. I enjoyed the art.
That's great. I love the art.
Yeah, the story was great. It was I'd give it 5 stars. I really enjoy it.
Nice.
Awesome. So did you read all the letters, Tim?
No, I actually didn't read the letters on that one yet.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What year is that book?
I assume late 70s. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like 70.
August 74. Wow.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, this made me. I probably have like 6 or 7 Commandi. I kind of want to get them all now because this was really good.
I couldn't get into that character. I don't know why. It just wasn't for me. But whatever. It worked. I don't know. He's a really popular character, and his older stuff goes for high dollar. So people love him.
Well, I sort of thought he was just overhyped, and maybe everyone liked him because he was a Kirby creation. But that was the first time I'd sat down and read a Commandi book. It was pretty good.
Flashpoint. What do you got for a book, man? He's gonna have something crazy. He's gonna be like, "Here's my Action Comics #1."
Yeah, I mean, he's had some books gifted to him.
Yeah.
So, in light of Christmas and everything else, I would like to give these to Tim because I figured Tim would like these.
Those are awesome.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you should have done that in front of Tony.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, and I think this one is the desired one because if I remember correctly, I think Key Collector says it's like the first solo, not the first solo story. I can't remember, but so I figured I'd give this to you, Tim, because you like Harley and I don't like her. The book that was
I just feel so bad you giving that to me in front of Tony.
I know.
I don't feel bad. You can give them to Tim. That is not a problem. Please give them all to Tim.
Well, I've got stuff for everybody. Tony, I have a bunch of signed comic books by Joshua Williamson. I'm going to send your way to add to your collection because I know you collect. I know you're after better grades for books, Bruce. So I've got a bunch of Silver Age, Green Lantern.
Wow.
Super Saiyan, Green Lantern.
This book. So,
nice.
Another copy of my second appearance of Reverse Flash. This one was given to me by a good friend in the community, and I mean he doesn't really do much in the YouTube and stuff. So
wow.
This was my first ALK before I got into YouTube. He's from Europe, and he sent me this. So, Davey, if you're out there and you're watching this, I know you sometimes watch and comment on my channel, man. I appreciate you doing this for me, and I slabbed it just for you. This one is going to go on the wall when I get my display put up. So
nice.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
The story, I didn't get a chance to read it because my truck broke down, so I've been having to ride to work with my wife, and it's been kind of hectic. But obviously, this red guy over here or over there is running with this yellow guy, but the yellow guy isn't a good guy. And then this green guy down here is not a very good guy. So, yeah, that's the plot there. So the red guy's trying to stop these two guys. There you go. That's the synopsis of the plot that I'm giving you.
Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
It doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah.
That's Barry for you.
Yeah.
Hey, he has Flashpoint. He did a review, really quick.
Yeah. He was late and he was quick. That's right on for a Flash fan.
Hey, what else do you expect from me?
Yeah, when we first brought Michael on the show, the whole point was he was going to do the 1 minute Flash review, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I kept wanting him to practice
Yeah.
talking like the Micro Machines guy, like that would be awesome.
I meant to ask you whatever happened to that because you don't really review a lot of new books anymore, but I guess a lot of them aren't worth reviewing from DC, so I guess that probably is why.
Yeah.
I've been pushing the new books the last couple episodes. Like if something good comes out, I try to mention it.
Yeah, but it's not much.
That's what
Yeah,
Tim
it's not
does.
much.
Tim will spend like a few months just like really hammering it home, like how the new books are so bad. He gets us so down. And then we all like agree. We're like, yeah, we're not reading new books anymore. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
Tim's like, hey, I'm reading all these new books and they're great.
Batman Black and White came out, guys.
Like, why aren't you guys reading your new books? Gee.
Yeah, which is crazy because honestly, Tim, I was gonna talk to you about this. I forgot to mention it, but like last week when you talked about Batman Catwoman, I figured you were not gonna like that book whatsoever. I would have even thought you were gonna pick it up. So that surprised the heck out of me when you were like, "Hey, I really want to review this book." I was like, "Oh, you really enjoyed it."
You missed it earlier, Michael. I actually enjoyed a death metal book this week too.
Which one did you enjoy?
the last stories.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
You know what? See, and this is what I told you guys. I feel like with death metal, it's getting better. The one shots are getting better, and the story's getting better towards the end. You know, as much as like it's not as crazy anymore as I don't think we're like, oh, here's the old Justice Society, here's X, here's Y. Now it's like, let's focus on the Trinity and Wally and how we're gonna get Wally to save the universe.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, real quick before we move off Tim, because we can never have too much fun poking fun at him. Speaking of AOKs and some gifts, I did come across something a while back, and I set it aside. I said, I got to send this to Tim. Fully expecting it to be a bit of a gag gift because I know how much Tim absolutely loves Tom King Batman, specifically Tom King Batman with Catwoman, right? I mean, for those that have watched the retro review, you saw him go on and on about his hatred for that for how long. So I figured, hey, what better than to send Tim this poster of the Tom King Batman Catwoman? And then what does he do? He goes up on the retro review and says, I love it. I'm like, well, there goes that gift.
Well, you at least I'm not biased. I don't just hate something to hate it. I could flip. When Tom King's bad, I'll tell you, he writes something good.
I had it all scripted.
I'll give him props.
In my head. You opening it up, cursing me out, like it was going to be great. And
it's gonna hang right here so we can see it during the retro review.
Yeah. You guys are too much. Before we do the big drawing, we do have a bit of some good news here for the fanboys in the retro review. We as a collective group, minus Kirk, no offense, you're cool, bro.
All good.
We're going to launch the Fanboys channel.
Ooh.
So the Fanboys is getting its own channel. We're all keeping our individual channels to do, the stuff that we've done in the past, and we'll continue to do so. Tim does his hunting videos. Dave has his really cool haul videos and cool unboxings and stuff. And his
Flashpoint plays Magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Flashpoint's just going to play Magic the Gathering for some reason. Yeah. And then there's me not knowing what in God's name I'm going to do because I just want to do everything all the time and don't have
usually destroying a Harley book with a
flamethrower. Yeah.
So go on Whack Comics and just rip it off.
So you think we're joking? There was an episode with the flamethrower.
I used a flamethrower on a Harley Quinn book. It had Dan Piercy because it was my wife's our anniversary, so I backed out. Dan Piercy tagged in. And I made a video of me reviewing it. And I'm like, hey, check out this. Oh, you guys can't see the page? I was like, rip it out of the book. Yeah, look at it. And I set the rest of the book on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a great face when you ripped the first page out, the way Dan reacted.
My wife walked in on me as I'm using the flame and I'm roasting a marshmallow. She opens a sliding glass door, looks at me. We make eye contact. She closes the door again and walks away.
Oh, that's a nice cover you had there.
The chat is still talking about Fire Sector, so I had to show it. Yeah, this was the variant of the latest issue. It's really
nice.
Cool. This is a little more a voluptuous cover. So
yeah,
I definitely like it. Yeah, I like her character. She's like I said, if no one's reading it, click it up. It's really great.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, Fanboys is getting their channel. We don't have any hard dates yet. We're still gonna hammer out a few details, but we're gonna try to make our collective channel, Fanboys. We're gonna try to do something cool with that. So you're still gonna get this show. You're still gonna get everybody's individual content. That Dave's killing it. He gets probably like 8 subscribers every minute and a half. We're just gonna try to expand the Fanboys and see where that goes. So
that's awesome.
Cool, but
and we're jumping into other media forms too. Me and Tim have talked about going over some manga too. So if you guys like anime stuff, we're gonna
come on now.
Hi guys.
Get Kirk on there. Me and
I go through One Piece together.
Well, I was talking before I came over to the comic book scene. Like I used to read mangas, middle school, high school, college, watch anime. I'm a fan of that side too.
So Yeah, let's get into this big drawing here. Flashpoint, I know you had a big. Did you have a book you wanted to give away?
Let me grab it.
Okay, he's going to grab the book.
Are we doing a book show tonight?
Yeah, we'll do the drawing, then we'll do a book show, and then we'll wrap it up from there. In the meantime, while he's grabbing that book, let me tell you what's at stake here. So we're giving away a hero box.
Whoa.
From superherostuff.com. So let me pop my screen up here. Let me find it. I want to share this one. Share. Yeah, so we're going to give away a hero box. Since we are a 99% DC show, you can only pick the DC boxes, which is Superman, Harley Quinn and the Joker. I don't know why you get the Harley Quinn and the Joker one, but you know whatever. Batman. Why not? We'll go Wonder Woman Premium. And
if Lasso wins, I wonder which one he'll pick.
Yeah, I wonder. And Justice League. So those are your options: Justice League, Wonder Woman, Batman, Harley Quinn, Superman. So
that's awesome.
That's the prize on this end. So let me stop sharing that screen. Let me pull up Flashpoint here, see what he's giving out.
Okay, so it's not DC related, but since I figured a lot of people are now picking up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I have to find it. But I'm giving away a 9.8 candidate fourth print Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, as well as Leonardo.
Oh, that's awesome!
And then the Power Rangers variant. So I figured I'm adding that. And at the end of December, just a quick announcement, I'm going to be giving away that too. So that's going to one of you guys at the end of December. So we'll follow the news for that. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because who doesn't love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Very cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, so let's start here with the hero box. Let me pop my screen back up here again. We're doing this the cool way on the spinny wheel. So I think there's a shuffle button over here somewhere. Maybe not. Well, that's okay. They're shuffled enough. So I'll give you guys, like, if you haven't chimed up in the chat, do so now, even if you just say hi, so I know you're in the chat. I said all you have to do is just be present in the chat. I'll throw you on this list. I think I've got everybody on here.
I don't see my name on that list.
You ain't getting nothing. You've had enough fun out there in the snow. Yeah. So, okay.
Good luck,
Eeny, meeny, miny, go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Choo choo.
Choo choo.
He has to be here. If he's not here, we can spin it again.
Uh-oh.
He has to be here.
There's a second.
Be here. So I'll give him like a minute or two.
Chew.
I'll give Choo Choo a minute here.
I bet I know where he is. Chad's doing that auction. I bet he's bidding over on Chad's channel.
Look at Lasso giving me grief that there's no Green Lantern box. Yeah. Ha ha.
It changes all the time. That's just what this month is. That's all.
Lasso, we all know that Hal Jordan is irrelevant. Wonder Woman is more important than the Green Lantern is. It's okay.
Wow.
Ouch.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm gonna spin it again. 3, 2, 1, go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Poor Mike for the win.
Poor Mike.
Where are you at, poor Mike? I know he's in here. He's got to be.
Yeah, he was just there.
He just chatted.
Yeah, he's here.
Travis like respin.
It's rigged. Let's go. Poor Mike.
Who's Green Lantern?
Yes, come on.
I hope poor Mike is in here. There he is.
There he is.
All right.
Awesome. Poor Mike. Poor Mike. You win the hero box. I'll get with you.
Mike is on a hot streak. That's his second straight win in fanboy contest.
Yeah, and I think I have.
Really?
Yeah, he won a prize in the first contest too.
Oh, nice. I got to A-OK him some books, but keep in mind, we have another drawing here. Flash, you want me to?
Yeah, spin the wheel.
Here, we can spin it again. Okay. Since it's your book, is poor Mike still eligible?
Yeah, let's see if he can get lucky and get 2 in one go.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna spin it again. This is for the TMNT books. 3, 2, 1.
That's kind of anticlimactic about how that thing spins. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I turned off all the little animations for it, and it is Meta. Is he here? Remember, he's
I bet he's a Chad's too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably is.
Because I'm pretty sure when I clicked into Chad's Before Eyes, I saw Choo Choo and Meta over there.
So we'll give him a couple of minutes here.
Oh, Mike wants the Justice League. Nice pick.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's give him a minute here. Yeah, so hopefully he shows up and wins these awesome turtle books. If not, here we go. That's what I love about this this spin. Yeah, it was so close to NYC. I mean, it was like that.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yep.
Bounced.
He bounced. All right, spin it again.
Spin it again. Nobody knows. Yeah, here's the shuffle. I'll shuffle it 1 or 2 times. Here we go. Shuffling the deck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spin.
We've got 18 people in the chat right now.
19.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, 19. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is Comics at Law. Comics at Law. You here, bro?
Oh, Ricky!
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago he was here.
Yeah, he did. I did see him chiming in not too long ago.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's still here. He's awesome.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
phone a friend.
No problem, Lasso. $5.
Tell you a vowel.
Just hit our PayPal.
Don't worry, Lasso. Just trust Foo. Just trust Foo with all of your spec knowledge, and he'll get you there to buy a vowel.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong specking on a CW show.
Yep, exactly.
Yes,
Spec.
yes,
You know what? You guys laugh all you want. I'm gonna be the one with the last laugh because Naomi's gonna pop.
Go invest your life savings into Naomi. It is going to be the next Miles Morales. He said this last week. He said this. He told me this last week. So believe him. It is going to be $1,000 book, and CW is going to make the best show because we all know they have the record of producing the top quality shows that aren't going to decline that book's value at all.
This is how I know you guys are not confident in your argument because you keep putting the CW show on me.
You know who I'd spick on? An underrated character?
The CW.
I would spec on the Winter Soldier. That would be
3, 2, 1. Okay, so he's out. We're spinning again. Someone's gonna win it. Yeah, I really should pull these people out, but yeah, whatever.
You never know; they might jump back in by then if they.
Yeah.
Who wins again? I collect
a lot. He's there. Just commented.
Yeah, he just called you Vanna.
Nope, he's gonna start over. He's gonna start over. So if he's out to go grab a drink, it counts.
He invested $4 in Naomi. You overpaid.
Nah, we'll give it to you. I collect a lot here.
All right, hit me up on Instagram. I always add extra books, so there's gonna be more than those books in there. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching and being. I see you a lot on here. Thank you for being a good sub to all of us and being involved in our channel. So
definitely, congrats everyone.
Yeah, double thanks to everyone for hanging out with us. So now we're gonna move into the book show part. I don't know why I did this.
It's because you got called Vanna.
Yeah.
Hey, we were talking about some kind of game show. Tony, you'd be a perfect Vanna. I love it.
I would wear a dress too. I would wear a dress too for you guys. I would do it. You put it together.
I'm not asking, to be clear.
Hey, it's either the dress or the Daisy Dukes. I'll let you guys pick.
I vote the Daisy Dukes and a dress. Why not both?
Who's got what for a cool book show? Who wants to go first?
We do.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Want to do book show and shout out
at the end of the show. If you got a cool book, show it off. This is your time.
You want me to go first?
Sure, I'll blow you up.
All right. So going with the theme of the show of the AOK, I decided to this is I don't know if he's still here, but Squatchy sent me this. This is the Batman Grendel Ash Can Red Foil. I don't know if that comes through.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and for those that know, I mean, Grendel's like one of my all-time favorite characters. So when he showed up in a Batman comic book, that was really cool. And for those that know, then it came out in this 2-part series. So that was the Ash Can, but this is the original book from the 90s by Matt Wagner. And then there was part 2.
20 people in the chat. Holy cow.
And again, I mean, look at that. That is such an awesome cover.
Matt Wagner did a couple really good Batman minis that are actually pretty pricey now. The Monster Men and
yep.
I can't think of the other one off the top of my head now, but they're really good. Huh?
Did he do the Red Hood cover?
I'm not sure.
I feel like he may have.
It's all right. Remember, those books are going to be the next Miles Morales too. Who is showing them here? Who is showing you what to invest in right now?
Hey, if you guys haven't read Grendel, go pick up the original 3-part series. It's amazing.
That actually really is good. It is a good read.
I wonder if they have a trade of it.
Flash, got a book for the book show?
So also speaking of AOKs, I was given this by Funk814. The Swamp Thing, Swamp Thing.
Nice.
I don't even know which ones these are. I haven't even touched them yet. 19 and 18. So 18 and 19 were gifted to me by Funk Comics off of Instagram and YouTube. So
awesome.
Yeah, Funk is cool.
I need to start collecting the rest of these and read them.
Yeah, I want to read the original series too. I have a buddy that's working on it.
Very cool. Mr. Tim. Wu-Tang Tim, what do you got?
I didn't think of grabbing an AOK. I just actually made a trade with a guy on Instagram, goes by the name Shiva Comics. And one of the books I got from him was this. I've been after this book. I love this cover.
Cool. That is cool.
So super happy to get this. And a big shout out to Shiva Comics. If you want to go follow him on Instagram.
Awesome. Kirk, Mr. Comics on the Mind, what do you got, sir? Anything cool?
Well, I bought a book today, but I'll keep it in the AOK region. This is a AOK that I got it from Man Cave Comics, and I love this. Like my first besides all the Alex Ross books that I have, this is like one of my first old school painted cover.
Turok.
Good old Turok.
Turok, awesome. Yeah.
It's all look at this monster that they're fighting, dude. That is so cool. The detail of the art is it's like a painting, you know?
Yeah, those painted covers, I mean, it doesn't matter what title it is, they always grab my attention. I'll instantly grab them up.
I agree.
That is so cool, man. It's my turn.
Puppy or puppies.
This is I just got this book. My brother just came back from he was in Mexico for 3 months.
Oh wow.
Doing absolutely nothing, of course. So he sent me this Batman number 40 from it's in Spanish. That's kind of one that I wanted. So this is in, it's if you look really close, it says DC Comics Mexico up here in the little corner.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool. but I also have the regular version. I have that slab too.
Nice.
I don't. It's not a key. It's just a really cool cover. Yeah. So I have now an English and a Spanish version.
So are you going to get them to sign it? And when they sign it, they can sign their name in Spanish?
I don't think your name changes, does it?
I don't know. I just want to see you go up and ask them to.
I will too. Hey, you should sign your name in Spanish and just watch it. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, are you with the special needs program? Like, where's your person that's supposed to be handling you?
Where's your caregiver?
Where's your helmet? I'm pretty sure I saw you with a helmet earlier.
Can I just shout a couple people out really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So I don't know who did this, but I got a package in the mail last week. Whoever sent me 60 more copies of Flash Rebirth #1.
No way! No way! Are you serious?
Yeah, so now 310 copies of that. You guys are the real MVP. Just keep sending it in. I will literally invest to have the whole market. I can charge whatever I want for them.
Listen, you're gonna be able to like build an addition onto your house with just Flash Rebirth.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it was someone here or wherever, because I had a package of at my door last week. I just opened it today.
That is hilarious.
Well, if it was Harley Quinn #1s, it'd be domestic terrorism.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for showing up in the chat tonight. It was a lot of fun. Gave some cool stuff away. I know we're all excited for the future of Fanboys and the Retro Review. I want to give a double high five and a super tip of the hat to Comics on the Mind for hanging out with us. He is a awesome guy. Definitely sub him and the entire Not Near Mint crew up. But we're going to shout out our social medias right now, talk about anything coming up on your channel. And I will give the first one to Mindshift, a.k.a. Comics on the Mind. What's going on in your channel, sir? Where can you find me on social media?
Well, you can find me. My social media is Mindshift. For my IG, my YouTube is Comics on the Mind. And I don't have anything. Well, actually, I have I do a show every week, every Thursday, called the Teachers Lounge, and it's usually with my co-host Gorilla Todd, and we switch back and forth. So, best way to remember is odd numbers is on my channel, even numbers is on his channel. And this week is going to be on my channel. So check that out. It's at 9:00 West Coast time. So I know it's midnight for the East Coasters. It's a little bit late, but if you're a night owl, come join us where we talk about comics, teaching, and everything else in between. And then of course I do Not Near Mail Wednesday. Great show. Come check out the whole crew. Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, Rob the Worst, who is the best. And then I just did a collaboration with Whack Comics. It's we did a Whack version of a review of Finger Guns. So if you want to laugh your butt off, go over there and check it out.
Nice.
And then you can always find me in the chats, or I'll post something on IG every once in a while. But I have some stuff that I'm working on in the background for my channel in the future. So, just stay tuned. I have some stuff coming up. That's me.
Awesome, man. Again, definitely thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys inviting me.
Everybody sub up Comics in the Mind if you have not already. Like what Mr. Rob the Worst, the Best said, you cannot in the comics and not be subbed up to Comics in the Mind. Very well put. Everybody's favorite Wu-Tang Clan member, king of the unboxings from eBay.
Yes. Yes.
And the dark web.
And the dark
Yeah.
They come with a free drug test in every box.
I didn't open that on my channel, so I'm doing pretty good.
That's true. I gotta stop bringing that up.
A couple quick shout outs for the fanboys, because I see Mars Comics was talking about how much he loves the show. And Tony's talking about subbing up the rest of the panel because this show does rotate between our channels. So quick shout out because this is the last show of the year. Next year, the first show will be on my channel and we'll have Jaguar on. And then the next show is going to be on Foos, and that will be Stevie B. So a couple all-star guests, top shows. So watch for that.
Be, but then I came to my senses and I kicked them.
So it's going to be great stuff to start the year. I will also be on, me and Flashpoint will be on Mr. Comics 89 doing the knockout. I have Booster Gold, and that will be, I believe, late December, early January. So watch for that on his channel.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the first season, and I wanted Booster Gold. I think I could win with him, but we'll see. It's going to be a challenge, but on my channel, probably through the end of the year, I have the last part of the DC challenge recorded. Anything else that comes out will just be spur of the moment if I do a haul or feel like doing something just because of the holidays and work, all that. It's going to be a sprint after tonight, so we'll see. And I'll probably have that last part up tomorrow. So that's it for me until you see me again on this show.
Very cool. And I didn't know we were doing a giveaway when Stevie B gets down to 600 subscribers. Oh yeah, real quick, this gentleman right here, Gabriel Cruz. He's got a really awesome comic book collection. He was on my channel not long ago. Definitely check out his YouTube channel for sure.
Nice,
but
awesome.
Flash, what do you got, man? You got to be doing something cool.
Yeah. So as the panel knows, I just traded for a Detective 27, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing video when that gets there. I have a closet full of books that I haven't opened yet, and I've been saving. Like I've been buying every 1 in 25 ratio for Death Metal and everything else. I got tons of books that I need to open. So I am also dabbling in Magic the Gathering, as Tim so nicely puts it. So I am kind of moving my channel into both. I'm going to do more of a collectibles channel if we're going to do the fanboys on a different YouTube. So I'm going to kind of mix it up between comic openings, and I've got tons of Magic the Gathering product to open, so we'll be doing that. Joshua Williamson actually agreed to 2 interviews, so hopefully the next time we get, well, I don't know when we're starting our YouTube, but the next time it's my turn to host it, he said he should be able to come on, and we're going to talk Flash Rebirth and him as a comic book, as him as his career in comics. So I'm super excited for that. He's super innovative. And then I also have him on my channel because we're specifically going to talk about the Flash and what motivated him to do what he did with his Flash Rebirth series on my channel. So that's good. And then as well, I'm going to be on the Knockout. I got the Reverse Flash. We all know Reverse Flash is the most powerful thing in the universe. First opponent is Bane. Show me some love, because if you guys think Bane could beat Eobard, you guys are crazy.
I think you're going to have an easy road as long as you don't match up against Booster Gold.
Well, I'm telling you. Well, it was funny because Mr. Comics 89, he messaged me and he's like, oh, because I told him, I was like, dude, I don't think you understand, because everyone's like, well, Darkseid was too powerful. I'm like, if we really get into the nitty gritty of the Speed Force and what Eobard can do with it, and like depending on what we're talking about in his character, like he's way overpowered too. You can't beat him. There's always a version of him running in the time stream. So okay, you kill him once, he'll always come back. There's no way to actually beat him.
Well, maybe when Josh Williamson comes on your channel, he can maybe give us a little bit of insight on what dumpster fire is going on in DC.
Yeah, actually, I've been trying to get him to give me some information, but he won't. So.
I'm sure he can't.
He might show us the actual lighter fluid bottle they use to start the fire.
That's funny. That's funny. The great Comic Fu 2814. What's going on, man? What's going on at your channel? You always got something cool coming up.
I do actually. So I have been doing these recorded videos, talking to members of the community. I think I'm up to almost 1 dozen of them now. And they are going to start releasing next week, 1 per day, talking about collecting goals. goals we had for 2020 and goals we're looking forward to in 21. So I've got that coming up. I've also got, Squatchy and I are starting a new show, Building a Mystery. So where we will be, it's going to be a live stream week after week of us trying to figure out how to build the most perfect mystery box for those that kind of dig what we do.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think we're going to, we'll have to see how it goes, right? I mean, that's going to be kind of the fun of the show. We could fail or we could knock it out of the park. Who knows? So, but I'd like to think we'll hit a home run with it and get some really good books out to the community.
Awesome.
A Naomi #1 in every box. That's what he's promising. Community right now.
Hey, you know what? Everyone's laughing at me right now, and I'm okay with it. I am very confident in my pick. Naomi is a cool character.
Yeah, what if he retires on his Naomi #1s? You know what I mean? Joke's on us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to get the first print, so I was kind of bummed, but I ended up getting the second print.
Dude, just buy one of his mystery boxes. He's throwing them in.
The whole miniseries.
Oh man, let's see. Coming up on my channel, I've got I've got some really cool New Year's video stuff coming out. I've done some awesome kind of New Year's stuff. I think I'm still waiting on Comics on the Mind. I think I may.
Yeah, I'll send that tonight.
That's okay. Don't worry about it, man. You got time. And I'm waiting on Tim's. Not that I'm calling you out or anything.
You know what? I actually thought I need to record that before we go live. So as soon as we jump off, I'll record it real quick. Sorry,
no
man.
worries. You got plenty of time. I'm just jerking you.
Is that coming out on YouTube or Instagram?
That's a YouTube video.
Okay.
It's just Instagram's just a way for everyone to get to me. That's very easy, and then I can just put that into YouTube.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's kind of the big project I got for the rest of the year is that one video. But next year there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, but I'm kind of saving for this cool fanboys thing we got going on here. Definitely want to see if I can make one or two of those things work for the fanboys, and then maybe do something different on my channel. Who knows? My big thing is time, working, coronavirus, all that good stuff, and it doesn't help that all the shops around me are closed and whatnot. But I think that's it. Does anybody else have anything for the good of the show?
No, I just want to wish everyone a safe holidays. Hope to see you in January.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Yeah, I hope to see you guys in January. That would be awesome. What a great way to put that.
Yeah.
I hope I see you in January.
I guess that came out bad.
Definitely want to shout out the chat one more time because without them, shows like this can't be possible. Rob the Worst, Super Russ 9000. I can't wait to show you guys his video. It is absolutely hilarious. Magic Lasso, Copy 801, Dan Piercy, Jaguar, I Collect a Lot, Mars, Travis, Poor Mike. Did I say Poor Mike? I guess I'll say Poor Mike, just in case. I thought I already said him. K-Dog, Gabriel Cruz, I already said you, Flicks and Comics, Jojo. Trying to find somebody else that's new or that's up here. Okay, I think that's kind of it. But yeah, guys, this is the last fanboys of 2020. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, we're excited for it, but
that's crazy. We did a whole year of this. I mean, Tim was saying before the show, we started in September of 2019?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't believe that, man. That's something else.
Yeah. And we made it, you guys made it, and then you brought me on. Then the show got way worse. Everyone started hemorrhaging subscribers.
And then once you brought me on,
pretty sure I'm coming back next year.
Well, then once you guys brought me on, everyone just tanked because I'm pretty sure I saw Phil lose at least 300 subs first time I came on.
Probably. No, I'm just kidding. We're happy to have you. But that's great that we started to build this little community here because I want to do more stuff in the future that includes members of our community, especially our people that are here every week, regardless of whose channel is on. And they're always in the chat being very supportive. But again, I want to thank our super duper special guest, Comics on the Mind.
It did, Mike. It started with a poison ivy kick to the face.
It all started with poison ivy getting kicked in the face. Yes, it did.
It was our greatest moment, Tim. I don't even think we discussed it beforehand. We were both like, "Did you see this?"
Yeah, like they wouldn't get away with that now.
But if you are not subscribed to Comics on the Mind or anybody in the chat or on the panel, I highly recommend that you do so. Lots of people put out good content all over our community. It's a pleasure to hang out with all of you in 2020. Hopefully 2021 is the same, and hopefully DC is still a company as well. But
oh wait, did you guys talk about the Flash news? Because I would like to say any true Flash fans are going to protest this movie. I just would like to point that out there.
Yeah, we already talked about Cage Watch. That's the only thing that's important about that movie.
I just wanted to make sure because I forgot about that.
Flash movie. We talked about Batman, Superman 2.
Yeah, but but did you get? I don't think Flashpoint has heard the news. There's some other new people that are going to be in the Flash movie too.
Yes.
Tony, Tim, and myself. Unfortunately, they're not bringing you on.
Like, why do we need a Flash fan?
That's not true. Someone's got to carry the box of donuts to our trailer.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know what you're talking about. They hired me as a fat Flash, so go to Earth 27.
On that note, we will see all of you in 2021. Peace, y'all.
Thank you, everyone.
Vanna, goodbye.